Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Divinity Original Sin 2. In today's episode, we're going to continue the main story. And to do so, a couple of things we can do. I need to hit all of these circuits, I believe. Will I be able to hit all three? I don't think I can hit all three. No. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... Alright, we're back. I'm 90% sure I was doing it right. I'm just gonna use the phase capacitors, I guess. Because, I mean, they work indefinitely. But, like, it should just be working. Like, I'm pretty sure the spells work. I don't know why they didn't.
So this is it? The Temple of the One?
You face a familiar foe.
Hey, Beast.
Before you was a dwarf you once knew, or at least thought you did. You see in his sneer a new beast. Nobility twisted into arrogance. Coarseness turned to cruelty.
Express your surprise. How are you here?
The God King has birthed a new son. I don't fight the coming storm. I am the coming storm, and you won't be escaping it, old friend.
Much to your surprise, you encounter Ifan Ben Medst once more. But wasn't he dead?
Ignore the accusatory look on his face. Ask him how he's still alive.
Alive? I am far from alive. I am sworn to the Covenant. And you too will be far from alive after I face you in the arena of the One.
Alrighty, killed that.
Smirks, and something awful glitters in the void behind his eyes. Something you never saw there before. Something you hope never to see again.
Interesting. Hey, Sybil.
Yes, it's me. In the flesh, to an extent.
Sybil, I thought you were dead.
No such thing for those who scar themselves for the God King. I've found a new master. A kind master. A promise of eternity. Through him, I shall be free.
No, you'll just be a slave to someone else. You're an idiot. Hey, Fane.
You vile, sniveling little beast. How dare you? How dare you reject us?
How are you still here?
How many times did I have to tell you? I am eternal.
You swear yourself to the king again?
Perhaps I should thank you. If not for your cruelty, I would not have met him. If not for your crimes, I would never have been reunited with my people. But now I am whole. And soon you will be torn to pieces.
I doubt it.
Godwoken, are your studies complete?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All Godwoken have completed their studies. I take you now to the arena of the One. The wellspring awaits the victor. There you may fall, or you may rise.
Alright.
So it begins.
Nice.
The first Godwoken to enter the wellspring of ascension becomes divine. May the new divine be worthy. For the rest, may she have mercy on your soul. To the wellspring of ascension, begin.
I go first because I'm faster than you all. You all suck. Ha ha ha. Yoinkity yoink. I am faster than you all! Fucking so stupid that I can run this far in one turn. What a fight!
So good of you to come, Godwoken. You know, you are many things, but above all, you are reliable. Reliable to the point of being predictable. You came to the wellspring. I followed. The Lady Vengeance is, after all, my ship. And now here we all are.
It is time, mistress.
She gives you a long and steady look, as if it is the last time you shall see each other for the rest of eternity. Then she dips her chin in acknowledgement. You are almost her equal.
She's not even close to my equal.
Yes, Breedeman. It is time.
She raises the Aetherin. Like a divining rod to water, it seeks the wellspring and finds it. The device hums to life.
Son of a bitch, stealing my power.
We are done, mistress.
Yes, Breedeman, we are done. And so too, Godwoken, are you. Soon you shall be little more than relics of a bygone time, and this place shall be your tomb.
I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
Goodbye.
Kill you so hard. Let's go, Lucy. Let's get the fuck out.
It might be wise to look for a way out of here.
You don't say.
Really? Do you think so?
Hey, Beast. Sorry, buddy.
The ritual has failed. The structure lies in ruins, but you have at least survived. You should feel relief, disappointment, confusion, anything but the rage that wells up from deep within you. The rage grows, burning hotter than the volcano itself, tearing at you, seeking to overpower your senses. The red mist wants to descend. The red mist feels like it does not belong to you. The red mist feels alive. And it wants you. A familiar figure materializes before you. A copy of yourself, enraged. Your own face glowers at you in hateful fury.
Oh,
It
interesting.
opens its mouth. And your furious god begins to speak.
I called a hero from the chaff. I called him here to me. I called a hero from below, and he shall set us free. Hear and heed my call, my love. Your hand is mine to hold. Hear and heed my call, my love. I've secrets to unfold. You are mine, you are my own. Your life belongs to me. You are mine, you are my own. My champion to be.
She gives you a look of the deepest, darkest contempt.
My mistake. I saved you. I guided you. I blessed you. I built you into what you are. I made you. And yet you renounced me. I asked much of you, but I gave you everything you needed to reach your goal. And yet you failed me. And you felt you could throw me a bone.
A memory returns. A sacrifice at an altar on the island. Zolstissa smiles and seems to grow.
I admit, I ate that bone. Now I must do the job for which you were made. Now I must wield what's left of my power and become the one god, savior of the kin and lord of Rivalon. Give me your body and soul. Now, before the others come. There can be only one now. Give yourself to me.
I didn't ask for this, and I will not sacrifice myself for you.
You never learn your lesson, do you? I gave you life.
And now I take yours.
Now I take it away.
Hardly. By the way, if you want to make this really easy for yourself, take all your armor off before you start this fight. It makes it for a much easier fight in the end. You know what? Fuck you all. Just fuck both of you. Hardcore. Hmm. $600. You know what? What are their resistances? Air, fire. Fire. Okay, so let's do this. Their resistances are my resistances, by the way. Really shouldn't give them Armor of Frost. Burn the source. Just burn it all. Whew. Go to Fireball. Living Wall. Right through them. That's cool. It's not on me, I don't care. Both shocked. Who goes next? Stissa. The damage, though. Let's get rid of the fire.
I am the last. I am the one. You are nothing.
It'd be almost intimidating if you were, you know, intimidating. Immune to burning? Really? Oh yeah, we're immune to poison and fire, good to know. Oh, in which case, lightning, baby. I'm going to enjoy killing you. Getting pretty lucky with these meteor strikes, to be honest. They're not anywhere near me, so I can kind of ignore them for the most part. Kill. Give me all this.
The Titan lies in pieces before you. The god controlling it is dead by your hand. Lava roils as earthquakes rumble around you. Shockwaves of sound pierce the air, the growl of shifting ground. Suddenly, it's Malady. Where the hell are you, she calls. Ah, find my beacon. We need to get out of here now. Her voice crackles and dissipates in your mind.
Good to know, but let me give it all this shit. We're still technically in initiative order, by the way, which is why this is as dangerous as it is. Equalize here, please. Thank you. Embodiment of Solstice. I want to loot that though. Like, sure, lava rising, all that kind of stuff, but. Oh, do we go for it? I can't really. Wait, can I not even climb down there? It doesn't even let me climb down there. Let me loot the god, please. Fine. Jesus, Melody. God, she's powerful. Like, so fucking powerful.
I guess when I said never again, I really meant once or twice more. Okay. Okay. Hall of Echoes once more. Our home away from home.
Thanks for getting us out of there.
Close indeed. You almost became a god, and instead you're still you. At least you managed to murder one of the 7. Quite the spectacle. I've never seen anything so... Let's talk about this later. I need to rest. We've still one big jump to go, but... it'll have to wait.
She casts her gaze around, taking in the streaming bluish ether. She breathes a deep, ragged breath.
At least, it's quite beautiful here, isn't it? I'm going to take a rest, sort myself out. I suggest you do the same. Speak to the ship if you need me. She'll know where to find me. This may be your last bit of respite before the storm blows in again, Godwoken. Enjoy it. You deserve that much.
Thank you, Melody. Whew. So, we got our shit back. That's a thing. I don't need that on my bar. Hey, closer. Oh, hi, Ethan.
After all that's just happened, life, every flawed morsel of it, seems more precious to you than ever. You look around at those who have accompanied you so far. In each one, something unique shines through. Divinity has eluded you so far, but life beats strong within you, here and now.
Fantastic line.
Who knows what lies ahead for you, for your companions? Your quest failed. The void is growing stronger, and the hall is dark. You feel the need for some affection. Perhaps they feel it too.
Ask Lucia if she'd like to join you. They made you hoping for a moment you might be alone together. Ooh.
Alone? Together? You and me? I love that. Lead the way, Chief.
As you move to go below decks, the live wood creaks and groans. The steps you thought you knew lead you to a part of the ship you've never seen before. A newly carved nook that smells of resin and wood chips.
The boat is my wingman.
Touching the wall beneath your fingers, the live wood hums at your touch. You understand that the Lady Vengeance has carved this space for you in gratitude for your help. You enter and feel the presence of the ship recede, offering you the total privacy of a moment alone with your companion. The first moment you have been truly alone together.
Would you get a load of this place?
She saunters around the room, inspecting it like she plans to move in. She tosses her head over her shoulder and calls out to you in an affected tone.
I suppose it will do, darling.
Oh, how we do suffer.
Her face cracks into a smile, then a laugh.
So, what should we do? Wait, don't answer that.
She digs into her pack, skipping over to you, and sits on the ground at your feet, then tugs your hand for you to sit on the ground too. She sets an empty bottle on the ground between you and looks at you impishly.
Let's play a game.
Feel like a kid again, here on the ground, her devilish eyes twinkling. You're nervous, suddenly, you can't think of what to say. What kind did you have in mind?
It's called Spout's Choice. We each take a turn spinning this here bottle, and whoever the spout points to, well, I'll explain that part when we get there. You can go first.
She takes your hand and places it on the bottle, on its side between you.
Go on, spin.
Spinning clockwise.
The bottle swishes in circles as it spins. Losa watches it intently as it lands, pointing directly at her. She smiles and blushes.
What am I meant to do now?
Well, in this game, you're meant to plant one on whoever the bottle lands on.
She flutters her eyelashes in exaggerated coquettishness, her blush deepening.
Lean forward and kiss her red cheeks, then her parted lips.
She kisses you back.
I didn't know this was a thing, by the way.
More gently than you expected, then leans away, flushed with color.
I didn't know there was like an actual proper romance thing in this entire game. I've never seen it before.
My. My turn.
We're literally playing spin the bottle with two people, by the way.
She spins the bottle, and it twirls and comes to a rest, pointing into a no-man's land to the left of your knee. She doesn't lift her eyes from the bottle, but quickly corrects it to face you. She looks up then, drawing an arc with her eyes from the bottle's tip to your gaze. Her dark eyes are deeper, lusher than ever before.
Hey, Chief.
She crawls across the space between you and climbs into your lap, wrapping her legs around you. She melts into you and nuzzles her face into the crook of your neck.
It's interesting. I never knew this was a thing.
Warm, warmer than it should be, her weight comforting and solid against you.
I wonder if this is specific to Losa, or if you can do this with other people.
She speaks into your neck, her lips brushing against your skin.
Chief, look, I don't know what's going to happen from here on out. I don't know if we'll find Dallas. I don't know which one of us is going to, you know, all the stuff they say we'll do. I don't even know if I'm still going to be myself much longer. But I do know that I'm happier now than I've ever been in my life. You make me feel like I have a voice. Like I'm not just a host. Like I'm a real person. I need to tell you something. The thing is, well, you know, when two people get to know each other pretty well, it's just,
This is it. This is the moment. Tell her you love her. Why not?
What?
Suddenly, you feel the thud, thud, thud of her heart hammering against her chest and into yours.
Interesting.
I love you too. I love you too. I love you too.
One tear streams out of the corner of her eye as she breaks into a fit of laughter and throws herself forward, knocking you to the ground, her whole body wrapped around yours.
Oh, I've wanted you for so long. I've wanted you like this for so long.
Tell her you never wanted anyone more in your life.
She grins and takes your chin softly in her hand, parting your lips. She comes close.
It's a
to
weird
your
way to
mouth,
do a
so
romance scene, by the
close,
way.
Then licks your lips once, twice, and kisses you softly, soft as your first time, then harder, deeper, her tongue swirling around yours. She tugs at your clothes and growls in your ear.
Get these off.
She nips and kisses newly exposed flesh all over your body,
Covered in
running her mouth
scales.
from your neck to your belly button, down to your shins, up to your thighs.
Oh, that is one beautiful man.
She sits up on her knees, still straddling your hips, and shimmies out of every last article of clothing. Her body is smooth and soft, flesh dipping generously beneath your hands. You could take handful after handful of her and never have enough.
Here I am, all of me, and I want all of you.
She moves her body slowly, slowly, slowly over yours, until you are one person, the surprise of it, the perfection of it making you both gasp. She moves in small circles, your bodies joined like they were made for each other, like they were never meant to be apart.
Oh, you're perfect. You're perfect.
She covers your hands with hers, guides them to places that make her exhale sharply, her eyelids fluttering. She keeps a gentle pace, then begins moving faster, harder, sweat glistening on her collarbone.
Like this?
She keeps the pace, her eyes locked with yours, a half-drugged smile on her lips.
This is it. This is my cure. You're my cure.
You are one in the night, one great beautiful being, your bodies aching with desire where they touch, your mind ablaze, your souls entwined, growing great, greater, greater, greater.
How could I have gone this long without you?
In this infinite moment, it feels you'll never be apart again.
It would be weird. There's something weird about having this admittedly rather sultry man describe our sex scene. Well.
Losa yawns and stretches, arching her whole body like a cat. She folds into you, her head on your chest, arm draped around your body.
I'm gonna love you for the rest of my life, you know. However long that is.
Lift her chin and kiss her. Tell her you're going to love her for the rest of her long, long life.
Even if I have morning breath. Even if a demon eats my whole brain. Even if I hog all the blankets in the night and I'm not even sorry.
Even then.
She holds you tighter and kisses your chest, where your heart is.
So, I guess we should get back out there. Save the realm, stop the void, blah blah blah.
She runs a finger up your torso, making you jump.
We get out of this thing alive, there'll be plenty more where that came from.
She plants a quick kiss on your lips and a bite on your neck.
Let's get out of here, Chief. Hey, Chief. You ready to get out of here? Hey now, let's keep it professional and everything. We're still God-woken on a mission, aren't we? Though, after experiencing that thing you did with your tongue, I guess I know who the real god among mortals is.
Hey, Red Prince. How are we supposed to get a move on from here?
Malady said something about the ship's figurehead.
She did indeed. I'm going to talk to everyone else.
Ifan's spirit stares at you, seemingly through you. There is neither affection nor blame in his expression.
Hey, Ifan, you want to go down to my special room and bang? Alright, call out his name.
He gives no sign of seeing you. Ifan's eyes flicker rapidly from side to side, as if trying to take in an expansive sight. He whispers, Kleku Duma, over and over, and suddenly you seem to hear the chattering of thousands of elven voices in the distance. Then, before your eyes, his spirit dissolves into the sound, his own voice joining the cacophony that you can hear.
Pulled into the world tree?
That you could hear, for now no sound remains.
Huh.
All is calm.
Well, that's good. He seems to have passed on.
People are going to perish. People are going to die, and I can't stop it. She'll do it now. She'll never stop. She'll never stop.
I'll stop her. Alright. Let's talk to the last few people on here. It's going to be a longish episode, but not insanely long.
I'm glad I didn't step ashore on that island with you, sorcerer. That place is a pyre.
What's on your mind?
The Order. My comrades. I don't regret leaving with Almira, but I did swear an oath. I hear Bishop Alexander made it to the island with some followers. What came of him?
Alexander made it to the Nameless Isle, but he must have perished along the way.
No loss. The Divine Order grew weak and divided under his stewardship. Perhaps if it survives, it can come back stronger.
I thought you'd forgotten about me, darling. How goes your little endeavor?
Fought your way through the council.
Almira gives you a devilish grin and traces her finger along your forearm.
I had a feeling you'd be one to watch, my dear. I'm glad to hear my faith wasn't misplaced.
All this commotion hasn't made it any easier for me to restore anathema. The fewer distractions, the better.
He really is one-track minded. He's like, yeah, I don't care about all this God-woken nonsense. Just my sword that kills things.
Love and liquidate. From death, let me be death.
Hey, Fane.
Fane is busy scribbling in his ephemeral notebook.
Not even really. Oh, hello.
Quercus, it's okay. We're okay. He runs his paws over the cat's skeleton with long, methodical strokes. Sometimes his fingers curl, as if he's forgotten that Quercus's fur is long gone. Shh, don't cry. We got out. We made it. We're safe. They can't get us here. The Knights will never hurt us again, Quercus. I promise.
Again, what did the Knights of Dre do to them before?
Quercus, after all the shield has done, do you think it's time? Yes. Yes, I think so too. The story belongs to us both, and by now the shield deserves to know the truth.
The squirrel looks up and meets your eyes for the first time. Small, shining beads take you in.
We have traveled some time together, Shield. There were times when I very nearly lost heart. My research, so much of it has led to naught. At times, I fear I am no closer to stopping the acorn than when I started. But you have been relentless. When I felt I might falter, you sallied forward. You and Quercus have given me strength when mine waned. You deserve to know the truth. The reason I know so much about the Knights of Dre, the reason I'm the one who needs to stop them. Well, I was one of their order once. I was an acolyte of the Great Acorn. I saw dwarves tear down my forest, turning my home into weapons of war. I saw humans launching great orbs of fire into the homes of my friends. I saw lizards shackling the citizens of the land with harnesses and whips. The Great Acorn would stop you all for good.
You can understand that.
At least, that's what I thought then. I believed in the cause of the Great Acorn. I believed the Knights of Dre were righteous in their quest. But they proved themselves zealots. Heartless.
He runs his paws along Quercus's bony head and scritches the space behind his ear. Quercus rattles a dry, contented purr.
Quercus was once a beautiful, burnished orange, long of hair, green of eye, so soft of tread he could stalk through a thicket of dry thorns without disturbing a single one. That was before the Knights of Dre decided, well, they decreed, they executed him.
I'm sorry.
Squirrels alone shall reap the Great Acorn's blessings, they said. It's unnatural to associate with other species, they said. So, they killed him. My friend. It was then I knew that they'd gone too far. It was then that I realized what I had been party to. It took every last bit of magic I had gathered to bring him back. Then we ran. I just wanted to find a safe den where we could hide together, but...
The squirrel sits quietly for a moment, running his hand down the cat's spine. Quercus arches his back and flexes his claws.
But Quercus said we could do more. He said we should push on.
Lean down and pet Quercus.
The cat leans into your palm, rubbing against you, and only a quick act of acrobatics stops Solora from being knocked off. The squirrel throws his hands up in indignity, but you can see a quiet smile spreading underneath his whiskers.
What a bevy of misfits we are! Though I suppose it is best to fit badly in a world gone mad. Fear not, Shield. I will discover how to stop the Great Acorn. I will protect the creatures of this land, all of them, from the Knights. With Quercus at my side, with you at my side, I know I will not fail.
It's incredible how invested I am in the seemingly ridiculous story of this squirrel who is trying to save the world from the squirrel apocalypse.
Not many things I can fetch around here, but who cares, eh? Look at this place.
It's pretty incredible how far Han goes with you in this story. He's just like this one little boy, but he manages to stay like the entire time. Hey, Aham.
The day was lost, and no one won. Divinity is still up for grabs. Will you be the one to grab it? I do so wonder.
Ask him what is on his mind.
Naught but the demon I'm hunting. A trivial task, really, compared to your current pursuits of divinity.
Ask if you're speaking to Melody recently.
I did. She's quite graciously taking us to demon-haunted ARX. Our pursuits align and continue.
Cool. I don't think I need to sell you anything, so I'll take my leave.
Not right now. Come back later.
Sergeant Drilla doesn't really do a whole lot. She essentially she's a mercenary seller. I haven't really spoken about it at all, but she will give you mercenaries such that you can fill your party if people die and you run out of resurrection scrolls. Or you just don't recruit anyone and then you're like, well, shit, what do I do now? The reason I'm coming back here, and in case there's a ghost, which I don't believe there is. No, there isn't. There is, however, someone at this end of the ship. We've got Fletcher. Or Corbin, who is the Fletcher, I should say.
Like to take a look at what I've been working on? Go on, by all means.
By all means. It's like he doesn't even realize that we're, like, in between the realm of life and death currently. I'm looking for... Gareth is who I'm looking for. I don't know where he is. Talk to her.
The little girl doesn't acknowledge your presence. She remains locked away somewhere deep within her own mind.
Oh well. I honestly don't know where Gareth is. Weird. I would have thought he would have been on the bow of the ship, but... I guess technically there is one place on the top that I didn't check, right? Like I didn't go... I did check up there. He's not there. Yeah, I don't know where Gareth is. Whatever. We're sitting at 42 minutes. I am going to talk to the bow of the ship. This is going to be a long episode, probably closer to an hour.
Take whatever time you need to gather yourself, my friend. When you are ready, we can proceed.
The Lady Vengeance led Dallas to you on the Nameless Isle.
Yes, I am sorry. She had me built to her exact designs. Not even I know all the ways in which she can control me. She was able to follow my wake like a shark. But I will see myself destroyed rather than be forced to betray you again. I swear.
Ask the Lady Vengeance to summon Melody.
It shall be done.
That was quick.
Melody's face is drawn. She seems tired, somewhat subdued. She looks you over and squints.
What's wrong with you? You seem happy.
Tell you are. You feel better than you have in some time.
It's written all over you. In truth, I'm glad to see it. A joyful God is a just God.
That's very true. You don't want an angry god.
I've had some time to think, and there's a few matters I want to discuss before we carry on. I doubt you've forgotten the death of Meister Siva.
She swallows hard and closes her eyes for a moment, as though trying to dispel a dizzy spell.
She and I had a deal, you see. A deal that's now quite obviously defunct. According to its terms, I was to help you ascend to divinity, and she was to help me with another matter. The details aren't important now, it's just... never mind. Another entangling alliance. But I won't be able to disentangle it on my own. There may come a time when I need to count on you as an ally. So, are we? Allies, that is.
Tell her that after all she's done for you, you'd be a fool not to consider yourself her greatest ally.
I'm glad to hear you say that. We do make quite the team, don't we?
Yeah, kinda.
I found out where Dallas is heading. There's a great city not far from Driftwood, ARX by name. It's controlled by Magisters, so you'll have your work cut out for you. We have to find out what she's planning to do with the powers of the Seven. You'll need to find her and take back what she stole, and quickly, before she does something irreversible. Dallas, or any of the others for that matter, cannot be allowed to use the powers of the gods. She doesn't understand what must be done. She doesn't understand how to rule.
How to rule? You elaborate.
It's quite simple, really. Chaos is a fact of life, surer than any other. Power is one of the few structures that can cut a line through that chaos.
Very true.
If wielded well, that line will mean stability, order, a comfort against the unknowable, changing forces of chaos. If wielded poorly, the line will mean domination, terror, different from chaos, but no better.
Very true.
Dallas, and the others like her, Alexander, the Mother Tree, the Prince of Shadows, they are little better than demons, really. They seek power at the expense of others, not to create stability, but to create servants.
Very true.
Look at my face, Godwoken. What do you see?
I see you, Melody.
I suppose we all see what we want to see. When I look in the mirror, I see balance. Balance between darkness and light, between good and evil. Whatever those categories mean. When the time comes for you to ascend, remember my face. Remember that despite any shortcomings you might have, if you can bring a semblance of balance to the world, you'll have done as good as the Seven did. And if you can be stronger than them, you'll do all the better. The Seven are gone, slain by their Godwoken, slain by you. You have the potential, the obligation even, to do better than they did. To create a better world than the world they made.
I won't let her down.
Very good. Then it's time we touch down in ARX and take back what Dallas stole. Shall we go?
To ARX.
Very good. How lucky for you I'm on your side. I'm probably the only one masterful enough to transport an entire ship safely between the land of the dead and the land of the living.
Safely, huh?
Captain Melody stands at the ready.
After the briefest moment of respite, Melody brought the Godwoken to ARX to recover the divine powers Dallas had snatched away. But the half-demon secret was taking its toll on her.
Lucian! Fools! The bastard's going to ruin everything! Brace! Brace! Brace!
Safe. Happy landings. Ooh, Oh, the ARX music. I can hear it starting.
Interesting. Quercus, what do you make of it?
Don't say anything.
Malady groans, her face twisting in pain. She falls to one knee, catching herself on her hands.
Reach over and help her up.
She raises one hand and raises herself to her feet.
No need to fuss, I'll be fine. It's just that traveling between the realms isn't easy, you know? It takes something from my soul each time. But never you fear, I've pulled a clever trick out of my sleeve. The Lady Vengeance stands in 2 realms at once. A body here, a soul in the Hall of Echoes. You can still return at your leisure.
Useful.
At least I got us where we wanted to go. This is ARX. This is where Dallas has fled with the powers of the gods. This is where the path to divinity leads.
Do you have any notion where I should start searching?
Your guess is as good as mine for once. If it were me, I'd start with the Divine Order in the city. Last I heard, there were plenty of Magister within the city walls. If their beloved leader is among them, they'll likely have heard about it. Dallas must be stopped. She has stolen the powers of the Seven. You need to get the Aetiran back if you're to fight the God King. You need it if you're to ascend. Track her in ARX. Find out where she's gone and end her. Take back the Aetiran and the powers of the gods with it. You cannot fail, Godwoken. Not for anything.
Hey, Chief. Before we get a move on, I'd like a word with Malady. You mind?
Go ahead.
Psst. Hey, Mals. I'm not, you know, feeling so hot.
I should think not. The demon is getting closer to himself. You'll meet him in ARX soon enough, and if you meet him like this, it's bye-bye Losa. We won't let that happen, will we? I've got a little something cooking. There's power in names, after all. And we know exactly who Adramalik is.
Demon's true name.
Don't worry. I'll find you before it's too late. Demon's honor.
Fantastic.
Oh, Quercus. She might have been a butchered tree, but she still made a noble home. And now our nest is gone. We cannot hide in their barren Hall of Echoes. We cannot idly wait for fate to take us. There's only one thing left to do.
Solora looks up to you, then back to Quercus. His whiskers twitch.
We must fight! Onward, Quercus! Onward, shield! Until the great acorn drops, there's still hope! Ho!
Ho! Okay, so she crashed us right into a teleporter point, which is useful. Tarquin is over here. I don't necessarily want to talk to him yet. I'm going to talk to Melody again.
Hurry along now. You'll need to find Dallas before it's too late. That's for you to discover.
Yep,
Take
okay.
care of
Nothing
yourself.
new. She just went over effectively exactly the same thing she said before. Hello, Tarquin.
Not the finest of landings, though I suppose our dear vessel did well enough, given it's not exactly in its natural habitat. At least I can still access all of my tools in the Hall of Echoes. I wouldn't relish the prospect of scouring through all this wreckage to find what I need.
What do you do now?
Why work, of course. Anathema won't restore itself, I dare say. I shall finish what I started, aboard whatever remains of the Lady Vengeance in the Hall of Echoes. Come and find me later in the Hall of Echoes. I believe I'm rather close to having Anathema in working order.
Sounds useful. But that's going to be it for this episode. So if you like the video, quite a long video today. But if you like the video, please leave a like. If you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Well, we're finally into ARX. We're into the last arc, or the last chapter of the story. I so love this game. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Probably Melody, and I apologize for that. See you guys.